Mr. Doyin Kasunmu joins us now, as you might have seen on that slide. He's a financial consultant and also a chartered accountant. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
Well, you did listen previously to the previous economist that we had talking about the guideline, the framework for the regulation and supervision of institutions offering non-interest financial services in Nigeria, the framework which is released by the Central Bank of Nigeria. He did go on to say, well, from the point of law, especially the Banking and Other Financial Institutions Act of 1991, he is of the opinion that the CBN has erred, actually, in coming up with that framework. And from what you heard, from what he said, you think is on point?
Yes and no.
How?
We was talking about the guidelines being in contravention of the law. But if you look at the Constitution of the Federal Republic, Sharia law is recognized. It's part of the Constitution.
Okay.
So any guideline that will be in consonance with Sharia law, I don't think is
Bofia not part of it? Does Bofia not draw life from the Constitution as well?
Sure.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so since Bofia has given us a definition of non-interest banking,
Yeah.
why is the CBN giving us another definition through guidelines?
Yeah, maybe that's why I said yes and no.
Okay.
Maybe the word Sharia should have been avoided.
Okay, in the guidelines.
Yeah.
So if the word Sharia were avoided, he still thinks that there's still something fundamentally wrong. You share the same opinion?
No.
Will the guidelines, by your reading, by our former guests thought the guidelines excluded non-Muslims from participating in non-interest banking. What is your reading of the guidelines?
No, I've gone to the guideline. I don't think
Yes.
there's anywhere the guideline is excluding non-Muslims.
Okay.
Now try to see if you can draw some kind of examples, so to speak, from other parts of the world. Being an economist, let's draw some inference from other parts of the world. Is it possible for a non-Muslim to participate in such activities in such banks that are termed Islamic banks?
Sure. Non-interest finance institutions, their origin can date back as far as 1930.
Okay.
And since then, it has been growing. A lot of countries have been imbibing the culture of non-interest financial banking.